Hey ladies, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 of the best books that I read in 2020 and that are must-reads for you in 2021. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know I love reading books and I'm always sharing stories about the books that I'm reading every morning. So I thought I'd put together a little video for you guys because last year I made a video about my top 10 favorite books for women's ministry, and that has become my most popular video. So if you haven't seen that, I'll link it down below. Make sure to check that out. But I thought I'd make another one coming into 2021. What were the best books that I read in 2020? Becoming a mom this year means that I do not have quite as much time to sit and read as I used to. So I've gotten into audiobooks a lot more. But today I'm not going to be sharing any audiobooks. I'm just going to be sharing some of the physical books that I've read this year. I have got Saoirse with me today. We are chilling. She's in my little carrier. I hope you guys enjoy watching her bobble around. She's going to be a part of our video today. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Really supports my channel, as well as subscribe so that you can stay in the loop when I post more videos. The first book that I want to share with you is this book. It is called The Mission of Motherhood, and it was referred to me by Amanda Donatello. She's an incredible mom who I actually did a video interview with on my channel. I'll link that as well. Be sure to check that out because she talks about this book as well as other books by this author, Sally Clarkson, in that video. So make sure you watch that video as well. It's really incredible. She's an amazing mom and she recommended this book to me. This has been just such a catalyst and a mind-shifting book. You know what I mean? This book has been such an incredible mind shift for me this year as far as what is motherhood and how does God see mothers. Has really inspired me so much. It's very different than any book I've ever read on motherhood, and I really cannot recommend this enough. I plan on rereading this every single year. I actually wrote down in the front of it that I want to read this book every year, and I want to mark the years that I read it so that I kind of keep myself accountable to that, because it's just a really incredible book. I wanted to share a quote with you guys from this book. It says, "With the privilege of bearing children comes the responsibility to commit wholeheartedly to the care of those children. God holds us accountable for our stewardship of his blessings. God's call to the duties of motherhood doesn't diminish my ability to use my gifts, strength, and training, but actually it fulfills a part of God's design." I think this book is incredible because it really helps me to see the way that God's design for us as mothers is so special and is such a holy calling. I cannot recommend this book enough. If you only read one of these books, make sure it's this book. Another author that I talk about a lot on my Instagram as well as here and in my previous top 10 women's ministry books video is Brene Brown. I have read just about all of her books. I'm a huge fan of her work and love her podcast that she's currently doing. And the book of hers that I chose to read this year is this one. It is called Dare to Lead. It's a book that I started and picked up a couple of years ago, but this year just picked it up again, listened to some of it on audiobook, some of it here in a hard copy version, and just have really loved this book. There are incredible insights in this book if you are a mom, a single woman, a wife, if you're in the ministry, if you're working a secular job, wherever you are, this book is really incredible. Saoirse likes it too. You like this book? Should I read something from it? I think this book is essential for moms because we are leading our children. Whether we know it or not, we're setting an example for them and we set the tone of our household. So I think it's really important that we learn how to be great leaders of our children and of our home, and this book has incredible principles. One quote says, "I want to live in a world with braver, bolder leaders, and I want to be able to pass that kind of world on to my children. I define a leader as anyone who takes responsibility for finding the potential in people and processes and who has the courage to develop that potential." I love this quote because I think as moms, we see obvious potential in our children and we need to have the courage to invest in that potential and to raise them up to be incredible leaders. But in order to raise children that are incredible leaders, we need to ourselves be great leaders and also help the women in our lives to be great leaders as well. Next book. The next book that I want to share with you guys is by Max Lucado, or Lucado. I don't know how you actually pronounce his last name, but it is this book called On the Anvil. This book has a very poetic narrative style of writing that I love. It's very inspiring and has just 1, 2, maybe 3-page daily devotionals to read. Normally when I'm filming, Joey watches Saoirse or takes her for a walk or something, but he is super busy today, so I've got her filming with me, and I actually kind of love it. I think I might do this more often. Chapter 43 is a 1-page quote that I want to share with you guys really quickly. It says, 5 votes of confidence. Today is a new day. Hence, I refuse to be shackled by yesterday's failures. What I don't know will no longer be an intimidation. It will be an opportunity. I will not allow people to define my mood, my method, my image, or my mission. I will pursue a mission greater than myself by making at least one person happy they saw me. I will have no time for self-pity, gossip, or negativism from myself or from others. Wow, that's really, really powerful. And I'm telling you, yes, I'm telling you that is how this entire book is. Every page is just rich with incredible insights. It's all about the sanctification process. It's about imagining ourselves being on the anvil and God as the blacksmith, shaping us and molding us to be more like his son. Can't recommend this book enough. The 4th book that I want to share with you guys is also by Sally Clarkson. As you can tell, I've become a big fan of hers. I've read and listened to many of her books this year already and loved it. A lot of her books have audio versions that you can get from your local library app, so I really recommend doing that. I've just put them in while I'm cleaning the house or nursing Saoirse or a lot of other things. It's okay. Look at what we're doing. You want to see my book? Okay. This book, The Life-Giving Home, has been an incredible read for me this year. It has really changed the way that I think about my home, the home that I make for my children and for my husband, the home that I invite people into. I think this book is applicable if you are single, if you're married, if you're a mom, if you have no children. We all invite people into our homes. We're all called to biblical hospitality, and this book is incredible for that. I'm gonna read you guys a quick quote from this book. It says, adopting the attitude that every arrival at my door is a divine appointment for me to care for others, to understand and listen to them, and to serve them a cup of cold water in Jesus' name, changes the way I see both my home and those who enter it. We want all who enter our little kingdom, family, friends, and guests, to know that they are welcome and cherished in this sacred place we call home. Our homes are sacred spaces, and we need to treat them as such. This book is full of meditations and really incredible principles on how to make our homes holy places. The last book that I want to share about is written by Jeannie Shaw, and it is called The View from Paul's Window, Paul's Teachings on Women. This is a really incredible book to study out cultural concepts and biblical literacy around gender roles of men and women in the Bible. I found this book to be very helpful, full of cultural context, and insightful for biblical literacy, which I think is really important as women. I don't think we get enough training on biblical literacy, and so I think this is a great tool for that. Here's an excerpt from the book. We must, like Paul, aim for God's transcending principles while carefully maintaining an awareness and respect for our current cultural views in ways that promote unity. Promoting agendas or proving points does not promote unity, not ever. Laying aside our rights for the good of a whole is always best. I love that reminder because there are tons of arguments for both sides, and our goal always needs to be unity, not arguments or proving points. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for your patience as Saoirse and I filmed together. I do think I'm gonna do this more often because this is just what my life looks like. I do hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button down below, and feel free to hit the notification bell because that will notify you anytime I post a new video. You wanna say bye-bye? Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Say bye, Saoirse. Saoirse, say bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.